Ryan Reynolds faces backlash over daughter Inez's sickening line in Deadpool and Wolverine, amid Justin Baldoni lawsuit drama. Ryan Reynolds has found himself at the center of intense public scrutiny after admitting that he made his daughter, Inez, say a highly explicit and controversial line in the 2024 blockbuster Deadpool and Wolverine. The revelation, which surfaced during a behind-the-scenes commentary track for the film's Deadpool core scene, has left many fans horrified, with some calling the incident sick and perverted. Adding to the controversy, the backlash comes at a particularly turbulent time for Reynolds, who is embroiled in a legal battle with It Ends With Us director Justin Baldoni. The lawsuit has seen Reynolds accuse Baldoni of being a predator, while Baldoni has retaliated with a $400 million defamation lawsuit. Now, the revelation about Reynolds' daughter has only amplified the public's focus on the actor's personal and professional life. Ryan Reynolds' shocking admission about Inez's line in Deadpool and Wolverine. In Deadpool and Wolverine, Inez, who was 7 years old at the time, had a small but memorable role as Kidpool, a foul-mouthed child version of Deadpool. During the controversial scene, Kidpool delivers a line so explicit that many viewers were left stunned. "Hey, when I want your opinion, I'll take Wolverine's D*** out of your mouth." While the line itself would have been shocking coming from any character in a mainstream Marvel movie, the fact that it was said by a young child, and Reynolds' own daughter, has sparked outrage. The controversy deepened when Reynolds himself admitted during the film's commentary track that he and director Shawn Levy had convinced Inez to say the line after significant hesitation on her part. Reynolds revealed that Inez was initially reluctant to say the line but eventually agreed after he hinted that he would replace her with another child actor if she refused. "I'm so sorry we have to admit that," Levy interjected during the commentary. Reynolds then joked, "And I am Father of the Year over here for allowing her to say such language, which to her credit she really didn't want to say." Shawn Levy admitted that they made Inez repeat the line multiple times, between 70 to 500 takes according to his estimate. "Yeah, I'm going to pay for that later," Reynolds quipped. Reynolds' questionable parenting sparks outrage. While Reynolds and Levy appeared to discuss the incident in a light-hearted manner, the public reaction has been far from amused. Fans have taken to social media to express their shock and disgust, questioning Reynolds' judgment as a parent and the ethical standards of the film's production. One outraged fan wrote, 70 to 500 times. These people really just tell on themselves and were hiding in plain sight the whole time. Another commented, making a child say those lines against their will. Where is child services? Others questioned why none of the adult actors or crew members on set stepped in to stop it. I would love to know what the other adult actors on set felt and thought during those 70 takes when a 7-year-old was upset and then decided to do it when their father said he was going to replace her. As an adult, I would absolutely have piped up to both of these sickos. The fact that Reynolds admitted to essentially coercing his daughter into saying such an explicit line, under threat of losing her role, has only intensified the backlash. Inez's role in Deadpool and Wolverine, a pattern of blurred boundaries? Reynolds and his wife, actress Blake Lively, have generally kept their children out of the public eye. However, Reynolds' decision to cast Inez in such a provocative role, and his subsequent admission about the methods used to get her to deliver the line, has led many to question whether Reynolds has crossed a boundary between parenting and professional exploitation. Speaking at the New York premiere of the film, Reynolds referenced Inez's role, as well as his son Olin's appearance as Baby Pool, saying, "I hope that, if I'm lucky, this moment will be the most traumatic thing, that is, the contents of this movie, that happens in your wondrous life." While the comment was likely meant as a joke, in light of the current backlash, it has only fueled concerns that Reynolds failed to adequately shield his children from the pressures and inappropriate content of Hollywood. Legal drama with Justin Baldoni adds fuel to the fire. The timing of this controversy couldn't be worse for Reynolds, who is already facing significant legal challenges related to his public feud with Justin Baldoni. Reynolds has accused Baldoni of being a predator in private conversations, which led Baldoni to file a $400 million defamation lawsuit against the Deadpool star. Reynolds' legal team has since argued that the statements do not meet the definition of defamation because Reynolds believed them to be true at the time they were made. Complicating the matter further is Baldoni's ongoing sexual harassment lawsuit, which was filed by It Ends With Us co-star Blake Lively. Lively's legal team claims that Baldoni engaged in inappropriate conduct during the film's production and that the lawsuit against her is baseless and retaliatory. Baldoni's former publicist, Stephanie Jones, is also facing legal action from Baldoni, who claims that Jones leaked damaging text messages to Lively's legal team. The New York Times, which published the texts, is also being sued. If the court sides with Lively and dismisses Baldoni's lawsuit, Baldoni could be forced to pay punitive damages and cover Lively's legal fees. Reynolds' legal team is expected to use a similar defense strategy in his own defamation case, arguing that his comments about Baldoni were made in good faith. A growing crisis for Reynolds and Lively? The backlash over Inez's involvement in Deadpool and Wolverine could have lasting consequences for Reynolds and his family. What was initially framed as a light-hearted behind-the-scenes story has spiraled into a public relations nightmare, raising uncomfortable questions about the exploitation of child actors, parental influence, and Hollywood's ethical boundaries. Moreover, the controversy threatens to tarnish Reynolds' carefully crafted public image as a witty, relatable family man. Reynolds has built much of his brand on his comedic persona and his close-knit family life with Lively and their children. The revelation that he coached his young daughter to deliver such a vulgar line, and then joked about it, risks alienating fans who admired him for his seemingly wholesome personality. Meanwhile, the legal battles with Baldoni could further complicate matters. If Reynolds' defamation case goes to trial, the fallout from the Deadpool controversy could potentially be used against him to undermine his credibility and character.